Welcome back to the Tide Hanger. This is Mike, and today I want to talk to you about some recent pickups. Most of this is going to be from like road trips, traveling around, getting stuff from stores on clearance. I think the vast majority of this is on clearance, just a handful of things that were full price, but I'm going to talk about it, what's out there. If you're interested in any of this stuff, then I'll let you know where I got it, how much I got it for, and kind of what I had to go through to get it. But a couple of vintage items that work into this that I'm pretty happy that I picked up, and I'm going to tell you where I got those too. But anyway, I'm going to talk about these recent pickups and mostly clearance, because now there's a lot of clearance out there coming up. Alright, so first thing I want to talk about is some vintage stuff that I picked up. Toy Base 10, pretty fun. This is the Revell Power Lords wind up. I don't know if they actually made it or someone else made the Power Lords wind up, but I think that's Griptog. Then I've got a Rock Lords gnarly bat. It's a Rock Gnarly, and he's a bat, and so it's one of the ones I don't have. There's like 4 of Series 2, and so I got 3 more to go. I think I need a gnarly lion, a gnarly baboon, and some other stuff, but I'm glad I got the bat, so I've only got 3 more to go on that. And then I do have this giant Tallyhawk I got from Steve, good old Steve at Toy Base 10. So I will be doing a review on this Tallyhawk, and it's kind of cool. It's huge, it's big. I'm working on building a perch for it, so I'm going to build a perch for it because it can perch. So that's got to figure out how to display this bad boy. He's huge, but anyway, there's some vintage stuff. This guy isn't vintage, but I actually got him for 20 bucks at Action Amazing Comics. Jay and Ben there, I know those guys. I've been visiting that establishment for a while, and really, they got a whole slew of stuff. They've redone everything. It's just they got a ton of stock, and yeah, I didn't buy much. I should have bought more, and I'll probably go out there again and check it out, buy more stuff. But anyway, I do like to get this Defenders of the Earth NECA figure. Not really sure where to start, but I'm going to start with Star Wars at Walmart. Okay, I have never seen 2 Walmarts with the same clearance price on this thing, but this is the cheapest by far I've seen, $22. I think that's a great price. Now, this is great because there's a multitude of reasons why this is great. It wasn't great at 45, at 22, it's right. I think it should have come out at like 25. It would have been a perfect price point for this. But anyway, the vintage one has a closed box. It's just like the vintage one. And this will also include a vintage carded figure. So that's a nowadays, like they're saying 14 or 17. I don't even know what they think a regular price is supposed to be on this thing, but about a $12 value, I guess you could say. So 22, 12, so I got the bike for 10 and the packaging on the bike. So that was pretty cool. Sliding around to GameStop, I did get a lot of good deals at GameStop. I did hit one in Oklahoma City that had 70% off clearance, so the clearance price doesn't look that great. Like, do you really need a Wookiee that's called Zalbar or whatever? But for, I think he was either $5 or $6 after 70% off of this, so not bad. And then we got Night Brother Archer. I think he was a little bit more because he's 22 before the clearance, and now I'm noticing it's a tear in the package. But anyway, so that was a pretty good deal. And then this one here was the most expensive, and he was $6 for sure, $6 and something, but or maybe he was 8. I don't know, 6 or 8. I don't know. Got to do the math. 70% off, $27, and Imperial Senate Guard. So I had passed on all this stuff, waiting for clearance. That's the good time to pick this stuff up on clearance. So next up, I got these guys, $5 a piece. I knew they'd go on clearance. It just felt like it was real fast, like they're already on clearance. Boom. So different markets, different areas. Even within Oklahoma City, there are different pricing structures and stuff. So I was glad to get them, Con, Kirk, and Spock. So yeah, decent stuff. Also at Walmart, also for $5, we found this guy, and so this is Triceratops. Now, you might say, well, Mike, why did you get like the lame duck version of this? Well, I have the NECA, and I really am not going to do Super 7, and I'm only keeping up with Playmates if I can find them on clearance. And I did get the 2-packs. This was the only 2-pack I didn't find on clearance or for sale or anything, so I'm going to pick up, and I got to figure out which turtle I'm missing, but I'll pick those up on clearance. But Triceratops on clearance, $5, not too bad. Okay, so Indiana Jones. So now the movie's out and about and flopped. I haven't actually watched it yet, so I don't know if it's good or bad. I just know that it's not gonna break even probably. So looking at it though, I still like the merchandise from it, so I'm gonna get every bit of merchandise that I can, especially if I can find on clearance. So these guys are on clearance for $6, and yes, I already had him. I got another one, and I already had him. But you know, I did something silly when I was doing my review, because I had two already, one to keep open, one to keep sealed, and I accidentally cut the second one open too. And I was like, oh darn it, I cut the second one open. So in my excitement, I opened both of them, and so I got this one nice. He's pretty minty and pretty sealed. I was able to pick through 3 to find the one that I thought was the nicest. And then Walter Donovan, I got all of these. Oddly enough, these two were, I think, $12.50 on half price, and I was happy with that. But they didn't ring up that. And then this one came half price for $11.50. So I really don't understand. I don't understand. This is an exclusive, I think, to Target. There was only one, so I needed a second one of him, and I don't have him yet. So anyhow, long story short, these were on clearance. They say half off clearance or whatever, half off the price, but they weren't ringing up, and they fixed it for me to make it the true half off, and not, it was like 30%. I don't know. Anyhow, I got them half off. All right, highly reflective Super 7 figures. I got these all for $9.99. Which I thought was a pretty good price. I mean, that's half off. I'm used to finding these on sale for $6, so I'm really surprised I had to pay that much for them. But I didn't have a cover girl yet, so I had to get her. I don't think I had Baroness in this disguise, so I had to get her. I like these figures, although, I mean, it's a bit controversial, but what I like the most are the figures you'll never see made by Hasbro, which I think they've abandoned 3.75 almost entirely, unless you're getting the crossovers with the Transformers. So I think this is kind of cool. So anything that's different that they didn't already make in the G1 line, or heck, man, this guy's accessories are gonna run you $30. So for 10 to just get some, they're not official accessories, but you could probably work them with your vintage figure. Then Bazooka, I mean, they didn't make this in Hasbro, and Hasbro's just pretty much abandoned it. So that's the only way to get your 3.75 fix, or buy vintage, either way, or buy 1 or 2 figures a year through the crossovers. Alright, so stupid me, I passed on Egon when he was the first one to hit our ollies, and then he was $8, and then these guys showed up, and they're $8 also. So now they're probably gonna put them all out. But I mean, if you don't know what Venkman is thinking, at least you know what Ray stands for. Ha! So anyway, these are $8 each at your ollies if you still have them. I think they're sold out by now. I just picked them up like a couple weeks ago. But I'm not huge into Ghostbusters, but I really think this is kind of fun. And for $8, I mean, that's cheaper than I found any of the first run figures for. And I think that I'd like to complete the team. That'd be fun. Okay, so I picked these up for my oldest son, and it's actually a while ago. I think a month ago when I picked these up. But they were on sale for, you see, like $6.49. I actually think they rang up $4. I think they rang up cheaper than $6.49. But it's been a little bit, and I don't know what I did with the receipt because I didn't plan on returning them. My problem is there's 5 of these, and I only have 3. So the whole point was to make this dude, and it would have been worth the whole set to have made that guy. So I'll probably have to pick up the other 2. I don't know if I'll find them. They'll probably be really expensive on the secondary market. But anyhow, I thought that would be fun. But they're goofy looking figures. Stranger Things is a fun show. I'm sure there's going to be another season. Probably. But yeah, if you're into these, I think they've already worked through the system. So if you wait long enough, you're going to catch these on sale. And so I've got a little bit of story time with this anyway. So this guy rang up. He actually rang up $6.99. Oh yeah, they're at $5.99. 6. Actually rang up $5.99. He's just covered in clearance stickers. And then this guy rang up $9.99. And then this guy rang up the full 20, but his sign said $9.99, so they just let me have it for $9.99 because that's how he was marked. So, long story short, at the same one, I got, I think this one, because these are all different targets, by the way. But at the same one, I got this one. He was stocked in the middle of a whole bunch of the new wave. You got the purple Batgirl, and then you've got Batman and Robin with their mouthpiece and stuff. And I was like, well, I'll wait, and I'm sure the Batgirl's not going to be on sale, so I'll just get her, just so I don't miss out. And they wouldn't sell her to me because she's street dated for the 20th. But then I got to thinking, I was a little disappointed, but I understand, I didn't make a fuss, like, okay, I can't buy it. But then I got to thinking, it would really eat me alive if 3 months from now there's Batgirls all over the place for like $9. So there's no doubt I'm gonna get my hands on her. I'm gonna get my hands all over her for $9. We've now concluded the clearance segment of the show. We are now getting into full price items that I paid, well, not too much for. So here's the cool thing about these. First of all, I do have a set coming from BBTS, and I wanted a second set so that I can open it, of course. So one sealed, one open. And then, of course, the one in case down the road I'm going to catch on clearance, I hope. I think they're going to short produce these. These are going to be short produced, short run. But if I find this price tag that was on these, it'll show you. I don't see the price tag. There it is. Okay, so if you go to GameStop, these were in GameStop stores, $25, but if you're a pro member like me, it's $23.75. And I used, for one of these, I used my $5 monthly pro award or something like that, which took it down to like, I think it actually set on our 17 something. So I thought that was really cool for one of these. But then the other two, I had to pay the 23. But I was like, yeah, I want to get the team. I'll do the video. It's probably a week till my BBTS order arrives, so not a big deal. Here's another way to get these cheaper. If you're looking to get these, then listen up. When they come in stock, not pre-order, but actually in stock on Amazon, then there's a third-party seller out there that will sell all of them for under $20 a piece, like $17 and $18 each. But he charges, she, I don't know who, I don't know, I don't assume, but $5, $4.98 shipping. But if you order all of them at one time, then you only have to pay the $4.99 shipping. So if you order, one of each, or if you order two whole sets, you get them for their price, but you only have to pay the one shipping. So that's how I did the first go around, and it looks like it's still going to be the same way this go around, and I suggest that. But I did get that whole wrong packaged one, but that was a factory error, not a seller error. And I'm probably going to get this video done either today or Monday. It's slim pickings back there, but I got Joes. I got more Joes. I'm going to be doing some shows on some Joes. Looking at this here, this is my tripod sliding. This is Trap Jaw for the new larger figures animation. I think they're a really good price. Here's the weird thing about this. These things came out at like $13. Then they put them on clearance for $11, which was only $2 off. But I picked up everything they had at the time for $11. I did not get him. I couldn't find him, or they didn't make him yet or something. And then like 2 weeks ago, my son said, "Hey, look, it's A-Train from The Boys." And I'm thinking, that does look like A-Train, but it was Stratos. Anyway, long story short, Stratos and him were all I was missing, I guess. So I went ahead and bought both of them for full price. And yeah, it may sound silly, but I just don't see this one very much. So I was like, well, I got to get them. All right, so I got all these at Pulse. So Hasbro Pulse, they came through, shipped them really well. It's really strange. I should have saved it. They ship it in like shredded up cardboard paper or thicker type of paper. Parchment paper is thick paper. But it's not bubble wrap. And so it's like, oh yeah, look, we're still trying to save the planet over here, but they're not. So I want to say all of these, the packaging looks good except for Bazooka. Like that is really goofy looking. So I don't know if that's part of the same wave. That looks like it's not part of the same wave. I don't like that packaging on Bazooka. But these guys look pretty good. I'm pretty excited to have them, but I wish I could see the figure. So, and they showed up in such perfect condition. I don't feel like opening any of them, which is kind of strange. It's really hard to want to have two of these in the closed box packaging, but I do kind of want to have one to keep sealed and one to open. It's just the way I've been collecting this line, and I'm still in this line, but I'm actually more going to display the Super 7s because that's what I want. But Super 7's not going to give us this many figures, and if they do, it's going to take like 16, 17 years to just catch up to where Hasbro is now. So, but yeah, these look so classic. It just really does feel like, what was it, 1986 that most of these guys came out? Or, oh, well, there's a variety because he was out in like 82, I think. So, quite a variety. 85 maybe on these guys. But it just feels like you're reliving that, except in an advanced sort of way. So, really looks cool. I wish I could show the figures, but I'm not going to open them just yet. And all of that good stuff. But yeah, Bazooka's packaging. It's funny too, because when Bazooka came out, like there were like 50 reviews of Bazooka, but they had already reviewed Tiger Force. I still think that's funny as heck. Like, okay, his shirt looks different. But anyway, Classified. They're out there. They're at GameStops right now, and they probably are showing up at Targets and stuff in other parts of the country, but not here. Yo, I forgot about Dre. but not Fantastic Four. I gotta say, with Fantastic Four, I'm not really in on all of this, but there's some showing up at Ollie's for $9, and these came out to $5, or maybe a little less than 5, but they're 70% off of 16, 17 bucks. And I know, I mean, I remember her. I don't really remember him, Psycho Man, but the bad guys are always cool in this line. So let me look. I'm gonna be going to Ollie's probably tomorrow, and this guy's at Ollie's. I have him, have that. So I just need like 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. So I need 3. I'll have half of them for half price. Or what was the original price on these? I don't even know. Were they originally like 20 or were they originally 30 something? But anyway, $5. Couldn't pass them. So lastly, I actually haven't shipped my BBTS order yet, and I was pondering whether I was going to get this guy. So when I went on my little road trip there, I said, if I find this guy, I'm not going to buy it from BBTS. And Target has it, of course, $5 cheaper. It was 37 instead of 42. And also, you get 5% off if you have the red card. So better than buying it from BBTS. Of course, BBTS is my backup, and you can always get it. You can't always count on finding stuff in the store these days. But, and I think they're going to be stocking less and less, and especially the higher end items. So I think you get a lot of bang for your buck for $37 out of this guy. Now, this guy is actually less of a bang for the buck, but, and I haven't opened him, so I don't really know. Does he have foldable wings on there? Because I know that's a big point of contention for people. But anyhow, pretty exciting that he's out. I got him. I can move on to the next character and try to keep up with this line. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this look at all my pickups this week, this past, well, probably a couple of weeks worth, and road trips to clearance, and give you some ideas of what's clearance out there and what's showing up in the stores or what you might still be able to get online. But let me know in the comments below, what all this stuff are you picking up? What great things have you found lately? What deals and where? Like and subscribe to Deer Hanger out.